Welcome to a special Coffee with Dragon Poetry Edition. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. This is going to be a poetry special. But first, let the light in, let the light in, let the light in, let the light in. Friends, potential allies, supporters, Coffee with Dragon Special Poetry Edition. Announcement: I'm open for business, meaning contact me if you want me to come to one of your events to recite many of my numerous poems that I've written over the past years. Of course, at your discretion, if you will. So this cup of coffee is open for business. Adrian H.Dragan, the world's greatest living millennial LGBTQ poet, and we'll commence by sipping some coffee. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. Like I've said, this is grand title of these Coffee with Dragon poetry session is entitled Open for Business, and we'll sweeten my coffee with a little bit of baobab sauce from Africa. It's actually like a liquid. It's more of a nectar type of syrup. Very gooey, very delicious, very good, and very healthy. Usually drink my coffee black, but since it's poetry, I like to sweeten the bitterness as many poets do, or vice versa, bitter the sweetness. Open for business. My poems, of course, can be converted, transformed, and changed into songs, maybe a script in a movie, a sequence, a scene in movies, in sitcoms, in whatever. You can use your imagination and contact me if you need a little bit of wakey in the imaginarium part of the clock. Poetry. What is poetry? That's the question unanswered by many a poets, many a prophets, many a prophet. Apostles. Poetry almost feels like you can taste it, but then the taste bewilders you. What is poetry? Regimented scripts with rhythmic rhythm that cannot coalesce in different languages, but this is English poetry. Open for business. Adrian H.Dragan, the poet. Rebirthing as Hannah, H.A.N.N.N.A.H. Would it be better if you were still with just untie my hair, let it wild, like the winds in the Amazons and the forests or the Nile? Whoa, watch it, you might get eaten by a crocodile. See, that can be transformed into rap lyrics. Please, open for business. Yours truly, financially struggling at the present moment in time. Gig economy, precarious work makes me at the present moment in time unemployed but creative. Open for business, for your soirees, for your entertainment, for your pleasure. Yours truly. Invite, make an offer to, if you will, to come at your event in Hawk Island, Montreal, or wherever in North America, wherever in the world. My arms are open to all the world. Poetry, poems, poets, poetry, poems, poets, poetry, poems, writing poetry for poets, for people, for the people, poets writing poetry for the people, poets writing poetry for the people, poetic people writing poetry for the poems, and the people for the people. That's no proposition with a proper sentence, the proper words, or the proper sentencing, without any propositional problems. Is that a poet gets to write with a P, the poetry in poems. Which one came first, the poet or the poem or the poetry? Or the problem with the people for prognostication, procrastination in this problematic? Forgot so many words, written some in few thousands. Poetry, what is poetry? Coffee with Dragon, special poetry Poetry is, of course, an art. An art that flows, that imbibes you with the words, that gives you a new perspective. Perspective poets in the perspective, another word with a P, sentencing P. Proposition, paraphrasing. But this is just coffee. There's no P in it. But this is just coffee. There is no P in it. But this is just coffee. There is no P in it. Proposing poetry programs for the people, world peace people, no P in the pieces. If the pieces were the B's, oh, but that's a B, but I mistranslated. From another language can write. Oh, I got a nice poem. It's coming, it's coming. It's coming like the dawn. It's coming like a fawn. It's coming like the day. It's coming like the night. It's coming, but the question remains, where is it going? It's coming, but the question remains, where is it going? It's coming, but the question remains, where is it going? And the question remains unanswered over this cup of coffee that has no in it. What is poetry? Poetry. A poem. How can I write a poem? I've been writing for so many years, never published. Published one poem. Officially, some in high school, some in college, some here and there. Some on a wall, some written, some torn, some pissed off, some on the internet. The internet, what is the internet? What does the internet have to do with poetry, poems, poetry? There it is. In a booklet. Published poet. In a booklet called My Island, My City. In a booklet called My Island, My City. A booklet called My Island and My City. But I didn't pay lunch. I'm still financially struggling. 11,000 in debt, paying interest. How can I write a poem about the banks and the interest? Experience in poverty, living simply in poverty, struggling with financially. Precarious work, minimum wage, never made 15 an hour. Who's that? Immigrants, they don't want to hire English teachers. Got PhD but never lived in such a feature. With features. Strong, intense melody, feel you alive. Poets of the goddess have spoken vain things, but I was slid before in a poet. Spawn. Principally. Prejudicially do not want to pressure anybody. But people. Rise up, people's poet, you see? It was another poem with a P. Pride Parade 2018. Adrian H.Dragan. Pride Parade 2018. Adrian H.Dragan. H for birthing as Hana with two N's. Misspelled. Poetry, right? I'm gonna read this right now with a cup of coffee. I'm about to go clean the room. Need to do. No, I'm not a fan of Peterson. Jordan. Surname starts with a P. Dragan, knock him out with a left. No. Dragon's on the left. No. Peterson's on the right. Where's Dragan? Sit in the middle. I'm just a poet. Politic and people's poetry. Pride Parade 2018 needs some coffee that has no in it. Pride Parade 2018 came out. Publicly, many with me, showed my colors on Ranella Vake. Queer dressed in front of the Mary, that big cathedral they call Queen of the World. Well, we were all dancing queens that day. Replaced, new Rainbow Day. Hey Justin! Hey! He was too far away. Lovely blowing kisses. Hugs and kisses. Spell harmony. H and Y, honey was with honey. Ask the name, Adrian is Hannah. Me equals her, I was they. And they were we, that was our day. L and G, dance, step B, grab T, Q, sing Q plus, clap plus. L and G, dance, step B, grab T, sing Q, clap plus. L and G, dance, step B, grab T, sing Q, clap plus. Montreal Love Rainbow. One day our community holiday. For us Xmas is different. We are gay. Proud open love. Allies, hello came to say. Our day 7 colors. We pray. Pride Parade 2018. Came out, publicly many with me, showed my colors on René Levesque, queer, dressed in front of Mary, that big cathedral they call Queen of the World. Well, we were all dancing queens, that day replaced New Rainbow Day. Hey Justin, hey, he was too far away. Lovely blowing hugs and kisses, spell harmony with H and Y. Honey was with honey, as the name Adrian is Hannah. Me equals her, I was they and they were we. That was our day. LNG dance rep B, rap D, sing Q plus, clap plus. Montreal of Rainbow one day, our community holiday. For us Xmas is different, we are gay. Proud open love, allies hello came to say. Our day 7 colors we pray. See, told you that my poetry can be sang, transformed into songs. Poems can be songs. Songs can have poetry. Songs can be poems. Poetry. Pride Parade 2018. Adrian H.Dragan. Came out. Publicly many with me. Show my colors are in elevate. Queer dressed in front of the Mary. That big cathedral they call Queen of the World. We were all dancing queens that day. Replaced New Rainbow Day. Hey Justin, hey, he was too far away. Lovely blowing hugs and kisses, spell harmony with H and Y. Honey was with honey, as the name Adrian is Hannah. Me equals her, I was they, then they were we. That was our day. L and G, dance step B, grab TQ, sing Q, clap plus. Montreal Love Rainbow. One day our community holiday. For us Xmas is different. We are gay. Proud open love. Allies. Hello came to say. Our day 7 colors we pray. Indeed, some of my poems can be rapped. Indeed, some of my poems can be sang. Open to collaboration, cooperation, and coordination. What is art? What is the art of poetry? Is it something that we learn, that you learn, that I can learn? Is it something that flows by a moment of inspiration, by an event that happened, that transpired, by a connection? If I make this statement, poetry is connecting language, culture in an art way. Would it be sufficient? Would it be sufficient to make such a pronunciation? Should I make a denunciation of the bureaucrats, of X, Y, and Z's bureaucratic machinery that stagnates, that doesn't allow poets to rise? But I'm a people's poet. I'm opening for business, for social justice, for economics, finance. Goddess knows at the present moment in time do need financial recovery. Poor people's poet. Have poetry ready to go. Have poetry ready to show. And have poetry ready for you, bro. This next poem is entitled You gotta smell it before you taste it. Can you taste it before you smell it? Simultaneously in junction. Pastime or habitual occasions. Needs water, needs beans, crushed, hot, pouring stream. It comes from a bean. It comes from a bean. It comes from a bean. Faraway lands. Maybe somebody worked hard with his spleen. Fair trade. Poets in junction. Coffee. While you read the newspaper, coffee is with you. While you walk down the road, coffee walks with you. While you watch a movie, coffee is writing, watching with you. While you're writing, coffee is writing with you. While you're discussing, conversation, coffee is talking with you. While you're relaxing in the park, coffee is next by your side. Maybe in the right hand, maybe in the left, maybe in a cup, maybe in a mug, maybe from X, purchased, maybe made by the neighbor, maybe grounded by your own hands. Coffee, it comes from a bean. Coffee, it comes from a bean. From many countries, like Brazil, from others, like Vietnam, from others in Africa. Coffee, partner, friend, ally. Well, that was the poem called Coffee. And on that note, we'll pour a little bit more and we'll recite another poem. But before, I do want to add a little bit of baobab syrup. It's not usually how this poet, and I'm gonna be a little bit poet proud. Another word with a P. P. This coffee has no P. This poet, usually I have to say proudly, the world's greatest millennial LGBTQ poet, living LGBTQ millennial poet, the world's greatest millennial LGBTQ poet. Poetry. This poem is entitled Acting Up. Acting up. Showman misses the bus. Tick tock, money's on the clock. Don't arrive on time. No bucks. Oh, bad luck. Sentence structures run. Sentence structured run. Sentencing a structure run. Money needs. Financial bleeds. Security flees. Artist late. Artists, when are they on time? Acting up. Change it up. Washed. Polished. Acting up. The act is up, one down, sequence, sequence, sequenced. The frequency is on low. Frequencies are low. Words never used before. Acting up. Putting a hat, putting a sock. Where's the stick at? Oh, on the bench that he forgot. Magical. In a natural setting. Setting naturally in a magical. Name, age, occupation, art, artistically acting up. Zodiac sign, up, in act. Genders, lots of acts. Too much stress. Pre-massages. Need to relax. Hey, no politicking in the poem. Says who? Bro, you're acting up. And with that, yours truly, Adrian H.Dragan, world's greatest millennial LGBTQ poet, is open for business. This poetry session, these poems can be put under one category, and that is open for business.